All right, let's just get right into this one. No need to talk about all these things. I don't know what this chart means, so let's look at the paragraph. We're just completing the example, so nothing weird here. By the early 1900s, the Singer Corporation, a U.S. sewing machine manufacturer founded in 1851, began to see rapidly increasing sales abroad, particularly in Russia, Germany, and the United Kingdom. These markets were responsible for the bulk of Singer's overseas sales, but demand for the company's machines in other countries also grew significantly in the early 20th century. For instance, sales of their sewing machines in whatever. Okay, so they're basically saying grew significantly. So I'm looking for some sort of increase. I see a bunch of different increases here, but let's take a look. The Philippines increased dramatically from 1908 to 1918. So the Philippines, that's the circle. So that's 1908 to 1913. That's kind of like right here, these two. That seems like an increase to me. Things are going up. The machine sold, right? Look at your x-axis, make sure there's nothing funky going on. But yeah, that seems true. Now, we still need to read everything else. I think it's a very big mistake to just pick the first answer you like. Maybe it's not going to screw us over here, but it might on other questions. It's a very bad habit to get into. New Zealand, let's choose green here. So New Zealand, we're largely consistent. Well, already I don't like this choice. I could check it. But if we're talking about it growing significantly in the passage, then being consistent doesn't seem right. So I don't even need to look at that one. Let's look at Australia increased steadily. Is steadily the same as significantly? I don't know, but let's take a look to see if that's even true. 1903 to 1918, Australia is the square. So yeah, like it looks like it's an increase, but we want it to be a big increase. So this is true, but not really important. I would say that A is definitely a better fit. And then let's look at D, Turkey declined. Well, again, I don't really even need to look at it. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I don't care. We want to have an increase. So that just tells me that A is the answer, and yes, it is the answer. So not super hard, but I don't know. I think they could have maybe done something a little harder here, and if they had swapped choices C and A, then maybe you would have read this thing about Australia first and been like, oh, that's definitely it, it's increasing, and then picked it and never read what would have been then choice C about the Philippines and, missed out on a much better answer. So there's really no debate here. It's definitely A, but I do worry about if the order of the answer choices had been different, would that have affected how many people got this wrong? In this case, yes, I think so.